Here we have class Ultrafine from 16.6 micron to 18.5 micron. The first place alpaca in this class is number 64 at 20 months of age. Excellent consistency across this fleece. You can see the evenness throughout the staple. This carries across the entire fleece. Brightness, very positive. Excellent reflection of light there. Softness of hand carrying through, and a really healthy, well-nourished fleece as well. Congratulations. Moving to the second, number 36, 11 months of age. Good weight to this fleece, excellent style, and you can see from the cut end here how the individual staples organize incredibly well. Within the structure, carrying across with a great degree of style. Good solidity within the staple. Again, we're seeing excellent brightness in comparison to the first, just a little more variation between the fibers, but beautiful brightness and style overall. As we come into number 62 in third place, 29 months of age, maintaining that softness and hand, beautiful brightness to this fleece, a really healthy fleece, a well-nourished fleece, also maintaining good growth per day across this 62. Within the fleece, however, towards the extremities, we had some shorter fibers that needed to be skirted out for greater consistency. 67, as we come to this fleece, very good style and structure, consistent in the length, and you can see a heavy cutting fleece as well. Overall, the growth per day being positive, but just slightly broader, a little more variation within the staple. But again, we're seeing excellent solidity and brilliance overall. Moving down, we have a 33-month fleece here in this category, maintaining that softness, that fineness throughout. A little bit more dirt throughout this fleece, but you can see the structure and style overall, and that fineness absolutely being recognized on this finisher. Moving down the line here to number 89, a little more variation within the actual staple, just some broader fibers within the staple, but still maintaining a high curvature and solidity within the structure of the staple, just a little bit more variation. Moving to number 41 in 7th place, this fleece having a lot of skirtings in that really did affect the overall consistency. You can see how much broader here compared to the main blanket area. If this could be skirted out, it would give greater consistency within the main blanket area, good style overall on this alpaca. We have two entries in the Ultrafine Light Fawn class, 16.6 micron to 18.5. Number 69 is the first place, 21 months of age. This fleece carries a really consistent staple all the way across as you lay this fleece out. Very consistent, the uniformity being a real positive trait, along with the brilliance and brightness. This fleece, however, was interesting because it had grown for 13 months. So as we measured this fleece, we had to annualize the fleece back to 12 months. This fleece still having a very rapid per day growth rate, but it did lose in the category looking at over length, which is over 140 millimeters. However, even with the deduction, the fleece still came into the first position. These lengths being very relevant to processing, so a fleece that is either under length or over length will get those deductions. In this class, there was not a second, but we moved to the third, number 58. 58, a shorter growing fleece. You can see the millimeters per day. Here at 13 months of age, we would like to see a slightly longer length to the staple. Soft to the hand in this fleece, however, a little more variation, and that length of staple affecting the weight as well. We have two entries in the medium dark fawn, ultrafine, 16.6 to 18.5 micron. Fleece number 72, 21 months of age. A really beautiful fleece all the way through. Well presented, well skirted, and within the inherent traits of this fleece, very consistent within the staple, from the skin out to the tips. A soft handling fleece as well. A healthy fleece carrying through with a good growth rate per day. This fleece had that uniformity and consistency all the way through, and with these positive traits, not only came up into the first position in this ultrafine class, also took the Judge's Choice ribbon for the show in the Huacayas. Congratulations. In this class, number 59, 17 months of age, very soft. Really appreciate the degree of softness on number 59. Within the staple, there are some dark fibers, but overall, the brilliance, the brightness, and the softness of hand being appreciated. A little less weight comparing to the first place, and also changing with that color, but that softness and brightness, very positive. We have a single entry in the brown ultrafine, 16.6 micron to 18.5. Number 85, 35 months of age. Still maintaining an excellent softness within this fleece, certainly indicated by the micron averaging. Throughout the fleece, however, we do see some darker fibers and lighter fibers, so we'd like to see a little bit more consistency of color. For the age, still maintaining a good average to the length of the fleece, but a little more open in the structure of the staple, that in turn being a slightly lower cutting weight combined. Here we have three entries in the fancy class, in the ultrafine 16.6 to 18.5 micron. In the first place, number 88, this fleece being 34 months of age. This fleece maintaining softness as the alpaca is maturing. In the fancy category, showing the different coloration within the fleece. Generally across this fleece, it maintains excellent softness to hand. To the extremities, this fleece carried a little bit more variation that needed to be skirted out, which would have given greater overall consistency. Overall, though, the softness, maintaining that fineness as the alpaca is maturing, was absolutely recognized. Moving to number 55, this fleece came off of a 6-month-old alpaca. You can see just by volume, it's much smaller. However, when you acknowledge the 6 months, you can understand. Within this fleece, as it was just 6 months of growing time, the length has been annualized, so a good rate of growth to the fleece for that annualization. Within the fleece, we're seeing a really excellent structure within the staple, also maintaining softness overall. Moving to the third position, this alpaca, number 87, 34 months of age as well. Within the fleece here, we're seeing a little bit more variation, and you can see these broader fibers within the structure of the staple. Would just like to see a little more consistency carrying through, so paying attention to that with this alpaca, showing overall a good length for the growing period, but the overall uniformity changing across this fleece. Very proud to present the Champion and Reserve in the Ultrafine category, 16.6 to 18.5 micron. Our champion, number 64, 20 months old, white, Yenament Candido from Precision Alpaca Group. Congratulations. In the reserve position, number 36, 11 months old, white, from EP Cambridge Chain Reaction. Congratulations to these two absolutely outstanding alpacas.